Hello and welcome to our comprehensive news package for today on Ogun State Television. I am Senior Tabaru. Our top stories. President Tinubu reappoints Marwa as NDLEA chairman. Governor Abiodun pledges completion of 20-kilometer Akute-Ijoko Road to boost socio-economic activities. Nigeria, Mali pledge stronger bilateral ties to fight insecurity. And Tanzania's president orders probe into post-election violence.
Business news. Federal government shift 15% fuel import duty to first quarter 2026. To join me later for more details, I am Adebola Oshomoji.
And on sports news tonight, Confederation of African Football (CAF) announces free e-visas for fans attending AFCON 2025. I'll bring you details of this and more on the sports segment of the news. I am Emmanuel. That's how to stay with us.
When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple and Google Play stores. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of retired Brigadier General Muhammad Marwa as chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) for another 5-year term. Marwa, first appointed by former President Muhammadu Buhari in January 2021, previously chaired the Presidential Advisory Committee for the Elimination of Drug Abuse from 2018 to 2020. His renewed tenure will see him lead the NDLEA until 2031. Marwa's tenure at the NDLEA has been marked by major breakthrough, including the arrest of more than 73,000 drug traffickers and barons and the seizure of over 15 million kilograms of illicit substances under his leadership. The agency has also intensified nationwide campaigns against drug abuse. President Tinubu, in reaffirming his confidence in the NDLEA boss, said his reappointment is a vote of confidence in his tireless effort to rid the country of the menace of drug trafficking and drug abuse. And now to Ogun State. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dakpo Abiodun, has unveiled a new Executive Council chamber at Okemoso, Abeokuta. Governor Abiodun said this is part of ongoing urban renewal and regeneration scheme in the state to give the seat of power a world-class council chamber where decisions affecting the state will be discussed. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Gani report.
While unveiling the new Executive Council chamber, Governor Abiodun's administration in the last 6 years has carried out several reforms in the state that have transformed and enhanced the state's economy. He noted that his administration has fulfilled all the promises made through the provision of necessary infrastructure, such as completion of all inherited projects that have benefit to people of the state, rehabilitation of schools, primary health centers, and other developmental projects that have added value to the growth of the state.
From the interchange to Abeokuta, to our offices, from the exterior to my office, to our waiting rooms, to all the offices in Secretariat, and now to the State Executive Council chambers. I'm sure that any potential investor that comes to the state will not be in doubt of the seriousness, the focus, how intentional and deliberate we are as a state government and they can immediately begin to see a match between where we operate from and all the good things that people are now beginning to see visible across the 3 senatorial districts and the 4 divisions of this great state.
He described the former governor of the state, Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, who was in attendance, as a pillar of support to the current administration, whose advice has helped in achieving sustainable economic growth. Commending members of the State Executive Council for their support, the governor noted that the achievements recorded were as a result of collective efforts, assuring that his administration would continue to work towards development of the state.
Because what we're doing today is in line with the urban renewal and regeneration of this great state. It's in line with our vision of upholding all the tenets of good governance and creating an enabling environment for investors to come, to invest, knowing that that will lift our state up economically and be beneficial to the good people of Ogun State.
In his remarks, Chief Olusegun Oshoba congratulated Governor Dapo Abiodun for what he called monumental achievements recorded across the state. The former governor was elated over the new Executive Council chamber, said he was happy that all these developments are taking place in his lifetime, adding that the ongoing development at Ibara GRA was a welcome idea that would beautify and change the face of Egba land.
And when I came in here, of course, there is great inspiration. This will inspire all of you, the team, to now do very well in a very conducive, world-class atmosphere. It has started well, it will end gloriously. Amen. He has named the pillars, and I don't want to repeat it. And he's telling me more of the renewal that is going to come. We in Egba, we in Ogun State, in every aspect, we are very grateful to you, Mr. Governor.
Sheikh Iski Lawal and Bishop of Egba Anglican Diocese jointly prayed for dedication of the new ESCO chamber. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
And in another development, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has pledged that his administration will soon complete the 20-kilometer Akute-Ijoku road in Ifo local government area of the state. Governor Abiodun made this known during the inspection of level of work on the first phase of the 9 kilometers Akute-Ijoku road shortly after he commissioned the Akute-Ajuwon-Alagbole road in Ifo local government.
Ifo 2 being the closest local government locality to Lagos. Millions commute between Ifo 2 and Lagos every day. They have suffered needlessly. They have been miserable. They have been unproductive. But today, their story has changed. This road is a very important connector between Ogun West and Ogun Central, between Sangota, which is another neighboring local government to Lagos, and Ifo 2 through Ifo 1. This road is almost 20 kilometers long. 20 kilometers dual carriage, that's 40 kilometers with drainages. It's not child's play. We tried to see how we could probably turn it into a single carriage highway, but we realized that it would be difficult. So we decided to go ahead. It's costing us a lot. But by His grace, we will finish this road.
Abiodun said that there is an implementation plan which his administration is implementing in phases, adding that his administration had a vision and was able to conceive the plan and desires to fruition.
Slightly beyond Agbado station, and that is the Songo Lambe Ijoku road. I'm extremely happy that work is progressing well and the quality of work is impressive. I am not disappointed with the contractors. I don't expect any less of them. I want to thank the community for their cooperation, for their patience, particularly for the appreciation, because nothing is more heartwarming for any administrator than to be implementing a project that is in line with the aspirations of the community.
The state government implementation plan is in line with the desires of the people of the state because his administration consults with the people, as nothing can be more heartwarming than coming to the venue of the inspection, seeing smiles on the faces of the people of the local government. Meanwhile, the Ogun State government has received commendation following its commissioning of Alagbole-Ajuwon and Akute-Ajuwon roads in Ifo local government. The roads, which serve as vital links between Ogun and Lagos State, are expected to ease traffic congestion, boost commercial activities, and improve quality of life for residents and commuters in the area. Residents, community leaders, and business owners express appreciation to the state government for fulfilling its promise. Bumi Adigun completes the story.
Roads remain an essential tool for development, a foundation upon which meaningful growth depends. Where roads are impassable, rapid progress becomes nearly impossible, whether in the immediate or distant future. The current administration in Ogun State has not only preached infrastructure development, but has also demonstrated commitment through action, a fact clearly evident in Ifo local government, where transformation now speaks for itself. If you had visited the Alagbole-Ajuwon and Akute-Ajuwon roads before now, you would agree that a form of magic has indeed happened here. The twin commissioning of these roads has wiped away years of frustration for residents and brought renewed joy, especially during the rainy season.
It's a good development to our area. The Denro-Ishashi Road, the Ajuwon-Akute Road, Alagbole Road, Aklus Road, he has done it. And another just awarded another 9.2 kilometers from Akute here to Lambe, Okearo to Agbado to link up with what they has done at Songo Road.
Residents say they will remain forever grateful to the governor for this gesture.
But along the line, we see the love that our business can able to flourish more. Different business from different angles can able to come in and patronize us. So we commend up Abiodun for his immense love, support towards the development of Akute.
Others, like Oliver Twist, are asking for more, appealing to government to extend similar attention to other link roads connecting Ogun and Lagos, which they describe as potential Christmas gifts.
People of Akute-Ajuwon, and by extension, the people of Ifo local government are very grateful for the wonderful job, for the turnaround of this road.
I just to thank Governor for remember us and commission the road for us to develop the economy of our community.
Another wonder of this development is seen in the heart of Akute-Ajuwon, where flooding once made life unbearable for residents. That area, as shown in this picture, has now received the government's full attention. With this commissioning, the Ogun State government under Prince Dapo Abiodun has now constructed over 1,500 kilometers of roads across the state, a testament to its commitment to accessible infrastructure and sustainable development. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
Still ahead, Nigeria, Mali pledge stronger bilateral ties to fight insecurity. More news and reports after the break. Please stay with us.
if you don't, better pay attention. Jumia Black Friday is here. It's the one time of the year where you can get all the things you've always wanted for way less. Because Jumia's biggest deals are about to drop on everything from phones and electronics to clothes, beauty products, and so much more. Do pass yourself and get whatever you want and more with no regret, just savings. Mark your calendar so you don't miss out on Jumia Black Friday this year. Download the Jumia app now. Joy delivered.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
No, na transfer. Na money point o, sha. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as your banker. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. No go Bible.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
You're welcome back. This is still the news at 8 on Ogun State Television. About 402 kilometers of roads linking industrial hubs, farmlands and major towns have been constructed by the Ogun State government since 2019. Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Mr. Ade Akinsoya, and his transportation counterpart, Engineer Benga Dairo, reviewed this to Course 34 of the National Defense College, which was on study tour of the state. For Wura, Adesonwo report.
One of the safest states in Nigeria is Ogun State. This was the position of the team lead of the Course 34 of the National Defense College after listening to the benefits derivable from the construction of 402 kilometers of roads within 6 years by the state government.
Ogun is called the gateway, which means before you enter Lagos, you must pass through. Before you go out of Lagos, you must pass through Ogun. And one of the things we should consider when talking about being a gateway city is not just the name, but the infrastructural development with regards to connectivity. And that has to do with either road, like you said earlier, rail, waterway, or air transportation.
According to the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure and his transportation counterpart, the roads have led to mass migration of people from Lagos and other parts of Nigeria to the state, improved quality of life and environment, while the condensed natural gas vehicles and motorcycles introduced by government have also controlled environmental pollution. Commissioner for Transportation, who was represented by the director in the ministry, Tosin Akinleye, as his Works and Infrastructure counterpart, Engineer Yusuf Latif Oladimeji, said there is a master plan on transportation which included airports, road network, seaports, dry ports, road transit, energy, and digital infrastructure for Ogun State, Nigeria.
When the road is designed for a particular route, but nowadays, we hardly find any way bridge along the road. And most of our trucks are usually overloaded, maybe because we want to cut costs and so on.
Rural access and marketing projects of the World Bank also, which is focusing on enriching the value chain between sources of agricultural production and the market.
The team lead, Course 34 of the National Defense College, appealed to the government to make available to them a copy of the master plan for adoption in the curriculum of the school. There was a visit to the ancient Olumon Rock to round off the one-week visit. Adefowora Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
Meanwhile, Ogun State youths have been charged to take full advantage of the industrial hub of which the state is now known. The team leader of National Defense College Course 34, Air Commodore Edmond Olushola Olokun, stated this after a tour of some industrial and economic zones, including the Gateway International Airport, Ikpe-Rilisho. Adefowora Adesanwo again report.
Is believing to Course 34 of the National Defense College, Abuja, Ogun State being the fastest growing economy is not a fluke.
The experience has been so good. First and foremost, we've observed that Ogun State is becoming the fastest growing industrialized state in Nigeria after Lagos.
The team led by Air Commodore Olushola Olokun was marveled at the Gateway International Airport, Ikpe-Rilisho, and had a warm reception at the palace of the Akarigbo and paramount ruler of Remaland, Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, where the monarch spoke on the pains of industrialization.
We cherish development, and I want to thank the state government for the spirit of development in Remaland, but they need to also see how they can look after our people. Once that is done, everything is good to go.
The next visit was the various companies at the interchange, where the team exchanged notes on how industrialization could be used to foster national development and security.
The rate of crime in Ogun State is actually very negligible and commendable. We've not really seen series of what we see in other states of the Federation, like banditry, kidnapping, farmers' herders clash, because they have a lot of arable land here. And Ogun is such a place where investors feel very, very free and safe to come and invest whatever they choose to invest.
Air Commodore Edmond Olokun had an advice for the youth in Ogun State.
Most of the Ogun youths need to be more engaged in industrialization, and this cannot be far-fetched from being educated, educationally aware of their constituents, and also improving on their educational knowledge to be able to improve in the aspect of contributing to industrialization.
The study visit of Course 34 of the NDC continues. Adefowora Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
The Ogun State Head of Service, Mr. Kehinde Onasonya, has once again assured workers of the state workforce that the government remains committed to the smooth implementation of the contributory pension scheme in line with the Pension Reform Act 2004 and amended 2014. Mr. Onasonya gave the assurance while flagging off a screening and sensitization program for civil public servant whose retirement date falls between July 2nd to December 31st, 2025, held at the Obas Complex, Okimoso, Abeokuta.
According to him, the process has validated the commitment of the state government to the effective implementation of the scheme, as it has kept its promises by ensuring that all knotty issues around it have been resolved. The HOS said the government has kept its promises by ensuring that the retirement savings account RSAs of the retirees has been consolidated into accrued pension rights, arrears of CPS deductions, return on investments, amongst others, which have been implemented, thereby putting smiles on the faces of the senior citizens. He added that the government is equally committed to the payment of additional pension benefits, while payment of palliatives has also commenced.
What we are witnessing here this morning is very, very significant. It's telling us that the state government is indeed committed to the smooth implementation of the contributory pension scheme, which is indeed in line with the Pension Reform Act of 2004 and amended in 2014. So this process is a validation of the implementation of CPS. And I want to once again reiterate that His Excellency the Governor of the State, Prince Dr. Abiodun CON, is indeed committed to the success of this program.
Earlier, in a welcome address, the Permanent Secretary, Bureau of State Pensions, Mrs. Arinola Aditayo, said the exercise marks another significant milestone in collective effort to ensure that every eligible officer, retirees in the government service is properly captured and accounted for in the pension database. Adding their voices, the organized labor, Chairman Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Comrade Hamid Ademola Benko, Chairman Trade Union Congress, Comrade Akim Lasisi, and the Chairman, Joint National Public Service Negotiating Council, Comrade Issa Olude, said the program has come to stay due to the commitment of the governor and his team in ensuring that the senior citizens' welfare are well taken care of, and added that the contributory pension scheme is effective, sustainable, and accountable. They urge the retirees to spend their money judiciously and take care of their health, which is paramount in old age. In separate interviews, some of the participants, Mrs. Adenike Tonodi, Mrs. Bolanle Ajayi, and Engineer Wale Shokunbi, appreciated the government and the organizers for packaging a well-thought-out program for them, as it has exposed them to the proper utilization of their money, especially the safe investment drives they can engage in.
The chairman of Abeokuta North Local Government, Honorable Lanre Oyegbola Sodipo, has celebrated his 1 year in office with a press briefing where he highlighted the achievements and progress under his administration. He expressed appreciation to the people of Abeokuta North for their support so far, outlining key milestones in areas such as infrastructure, education, health, and youth empowerment. Bumi Adigun completes the report.
365 days of Honorable Lanre Oyegbola Sodipo as the chairman of Abeokuta North Local Government, and he decided to organize a media parley to brief journalists on activities lined up to mark the week-long celebration, which will feature commissioning of several landmark projects.
That in the first time ever, we will be able to bring to the informal sector something that we second to none, just as we did the Okada rider insurance, which is the first of its kind, is innovative. In the same manner, we are going to be bringing to the market women, and we are going to, in the first time ever in the history of this country, in the history of local government administration, a single-digit microcredit will be available for our market women in Abeokuta North.
Among the key projects highlighted are the Itaoshin Shopping Mall, the Prince Dakwa Abiodun Ultra-Modern Shopping Complex at Lafewa, and the 240-shop computer village powered by a mini solar grid, first of its kind in the local government.
Worked on a computer village that is befitting and that will attract the major brands in the telecom and technology space to Abeokuta. It's located at Olumore. It's a 240 store capacity. And the interesting thing that's going to happen in all these markets, like I said to you, is that we are finalizing an arrangement to make sure that they are going to be off-grid, meaning that the entire market, those markets will be powered by mini solar grids.
The computer village is designed to drive digital inclusion, innovation, and youth entrepreneurship within Abeokuta North. In addition, 100 youths are being trained in various vocations such as soap making, adire production, and paint manufacturing under the Ogo Multipurpose Venture Initiative.
Winners of the AG Leventis Scholarship Awards 2025-2026 academic session have been presented their certificate with a charge on them to make the most of the opportunity. The formal presentation of the certificate was performed by the Alake and paramount ruler of Egba land, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, who promised future improvement in the award with the active participation of all the quarters of Egba land. Matthew Shume completes the report.
100 beneficiaries of the AG Leventis Award for 2025-2026 academic session, chosen from polytechnics, universities, and postgraduate students, being presented with their award certificates by the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo. Oba Gbadebo encouraged the beneficiaries to learn from the examples of the originator of the scholarship, who gave back to the community in recognition of the roles Egbaland played in its life while living with the people, in giving back to the land that has made them.
Leventis, a man came to Egbaland. He didn't make all the money when he was here, but remember that he started from here, and that's why he has given this opportunity for Egba sons and daughters.
Chairman of AG Leventis Scholarship Award Board, Dr. Gabriel Trioye, urged the winners to remember that the award presents an investment in their future, which they must use to contribute to the development of their community.
They should feel lucky. They should use the scholarship and see it as a catalyst for growth and for development. And they should make differences, uncommon differences, positively uncommon differences.
Secretary of the board, Professor Ajao Adelekon, and others encourage the students to learn from the examples of past beneficiaries who have made something good from their lives.
We used to conduct a physical interview, okay? But 2 years ago, we decided to embrace technology. And so we conducted online aptitude test.
Intention is to try and encourage the youths and give them good footing to know how to focus and get good education so that they can be part of the producing nation for Nigeria. Those who are in school today are the leaders of tomorrow.
A past beneficiary who recently emerged as the overall best graduating students of University of Lagos, Damilare Adebakin, and a representative of the winner thanked the organizer for the great support. Matthew Shoumi, Ogtv News.
The Ogun State Local Government Service Commission has celebrated excellence, integrity, and dedication among its workforce as part of activities marking the 2025 Local Government Service Week. At a colorful award and gala night held in Abeokuta, deserving officers and local government were honored for their outstanding performance and contributions to grassroots development. Toyin Ogundipe's report is presented in this package. It was an evening of celebration as members of the Ogun State Local Government Service Commission gathered for the annual Service Week Awards and Gala. The ceremony attracted distinguished local government officials, traditional rulers, top government functionaries, and invited guests. In her address, Chairman of the Local Government Service Commission, Olubukola Onobanjo, highlighted the Commission's recent accomplishment in building a more responsive local government service in Ogun State.
I am proud to say that this year we have raised the bar. From thought-provoking sessions to impactful community engagement, we have showcased not just our capabilities, but our vision for a better future for all citizens of Ogun State.
Stakeholders used the occasion to urge continued innovation and stronger service delivery across local councils.
And I just want to admonish them to keep it up. The unity that the chairman has built within the political appointees and the careers, they should just keep that up. because that is the only thing that can take them to a greater height.
You, as a commission, that you have the initiative to recognize your people, your own men and women, I think is commendable. They must keep it up. And this year, it is better. In fact, this is the best so far.
The most important thing is everybody is happy. We thank God that we are successful. We thank God that at least we have made our staff happy. And I have the belief that this one will not boost their performance. By next year, we have the hope that we will go higher.
Awards were presented to outstanding administrators, while Iweku local government was named Local Government of the Year. Several awardees expressed appreciation and pledged to keep contributing to the state's growth.
My commitment is so much. I have to put more effort in the next year so that such award will be given and awarded to me again.
Onobanjo, in her appreciation, thanked the Commission's workforce and all guests for making this year's celebration a success. Nigeria and Mali have reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening bilateral relations and addressing regional security threats. This development came as Nigeria's Minister of Defense, Muhammad Badaru, paid a courtesy visit to Mali's Prime Minister, General Abdoulaye Maiga, during his participation in the maiden International Defense and Security Exhibition BAMEX 2025 in Bamako, Mali. The visit marks a diplomatic milestone, with Badaru leading the Nigerian delegation at BAMEX 2025, a strategic event aimed at promoting security collaboration and showcasing innovations in defense technology across Africa. In a statement by the media aide to the Minister of Defense, Comrade Mati Ali, Badaru described the Malian reception as warm and exemplary, commended Mali's hospitality, and reaffirmed Nigeria's readiness to strengthen ties with Mali to enhance defense collaboration and tackle shared security challenges in the region. Badaru further emphasized that Nigeria regards Mali as a strategic partner, noting that shared security interests make defense collaboration a priority for both nations. Up next is business news with Adebola Oshomoji. Please stay with us.